possible to have something so big?
It was huge.
Ginormous, like huge.
Oh my god, that shit was huge!
I couldn't believe that there were no casualties.
It was so massive, like you have no idea.
Okay, so I think it's finally time to talk about the new guy's file sizes. Being the boss, I figure I've just been receiving so many complaints, and just from everyone in the office. Brandon says, I couldn't believe the size when I walked into the restroom. It was huge, and I was staring at my phone. It's kind of confusing. What could that mean? That's not really a complaint. Suzanne says, it just lasts so long. It's almost unbearable at times. The download size is just so huge. Let me see if there's some time logs. I mean, I don't understand what the problem could be, but we have 3 pictures and 1 soundbite, 4 hours. Oh God, these things are huge.
Hi everyone, I'm the IT guy down here at our Sacramento office, and just a couple days ago one of our employees had a problem with Codecs. Usually we're pretty liberal about these things, but it was such a massive problem. I could not believe it personally.
So I've been here for about 3 years, and this new guy comes in and has the audacity to have this huge, I'm talking huge, giant file size laying around.
So my coworker comes in today, and I'm working on my files, kind of adequate size files, and I look over, I see his files. His file is humongous, one of the biggest files I've ever seen, and I had to ask him how he got his file so big and why was it so just massive. And he just gave me his explanation, and I asked him if he wanted help shrinking those files down a little bit.
So for those of you who don't know what Codecs is, it stands for encoding and decoding, and it's used when you want to decompress a piece of data in order to recompress it at a later stage so that you don't use as much space. So there's 2 types of codecs, lossy codecs and lossless codecs. In lossy codecs you sacrifice quality for quantity. So for instance, imagine this is your piece of data. So there's really not a lot of quality, but you still have both pieces of paper. Technically. In lossless codecs though, it works a bit differently. You don't have that same sacrifice, but you do have another. You have a lot more space that you're using, but you get to keep the quality. So it's more like this. So you just cut a hole in the paper, it's still the same quality paper, but you still have the whole paper that you're using, basically.
All my life, I thought file size, no biggie, no problem. Alright, I am perfect. Everything I do looks great. File size is the perfect size. But my coworkers don't seem to agree with that. You see, ever since I started working, I've been getting some weird looks, just these uncomfortable, really just below the breath kind of whispering. I hear them talking about how I'm unnatural. I hear everybody talking about how big my everything is, and I don't think I can do it. Can I work at home? I'm feeling a little oppressed here. So right over here I've got my precious dog chow to keep my furry friend happy wherever he is. Over here I've got some bath tissue for all my bath tissue needs. And right up here I've got my iron and ironing board, because even though I do work at home, I like to keep it professional and I like to look great. Other than that though, yeah, welcome to my office. So now here I am, I'm at home, lonely, depressed, and all I have to comfort me are my gigantic file sizes.